Hello everybody, my name is Brock Fitzgerald. Today I was wanting to show you guys how to build a cross, and as you guys might be able to tell, I am in my new workshop today, which I will give you a tour of at the end of this episode. And again, I will teach you guys how to make a cross that looks similar to this one right here, which I just made about a few minutes ago. And as you guys can see here, they turn out looking quite nice. And they look quite nice. I also made a few more. Here's another one I made. I also made another one back here on the bench. Looks exactly the same way. And here it is. Right here, as you guys can see, it looks quite nice. And I also make these mini versions of crosses. As you guys can see here, they also look quite nice as well. But today I'm going to show you guys how to build this model of a cross right here. And the first thing I'm going to do is chop up this piece of wood. So I'm going to bring you guys up here to the brand new vise that I got from MSI, or Agri Supply as it's known as. And I'll show you guys how to chop this board up. Alrighty guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to chop this piece of board up. And I will be back right back with you. So I'm going to go ahead and chop this piece of board up after chucking it up in the vise, which I had already done before taking the video. And I'm just going to continue doing that until it's chopped up. Alrighty guys, so as you guys can see here, I have chopped up my board. And as you guys can see here, it looks quite nice. And this is going to be the part of the cross that stands up like this. And now I'm going to chop me an arm with this piece of board right here. Alrighty guys, so as you guys can see here, I've now chopped me up an arm. And let me get that, there it goes. Had to get that little piece of wood off. And as you guys can see, I just chopped me up an arm. And so now I'm going to put it onto this piece right here. And I'm going to use a pilot screw. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the whole assembly over. And assemble the parts. As you guys can see. And I am going to assemble these parts and hold them together using a pilot screw. I mean, not a pilot screw, a wood screw. Alrighty guys, so what I'm doing now is I am centering up the arm with the leg of the cross, and the leg is the part that goes up and down on the model. So I'm trying to center this up as best as I can, and now I'm going to put a pilot screw in it. Alrighty guys, so this is what our cross turned out like. And as you guys can see, the cross model looks quite nice. And you guys see I took quite a bit of fiddling to put it together. And as you guys can see here, this is our cross model that we made. And now it is time for me to give you guys a tour of my new shop. Alrighty guys, so now I'm going to give you guys a tour of the shop. And the first thing I want to give you guys a tour of is my new vise. My granddad got me this vise yesterday from MSI, or Agri Supply as it's known as. And you guys can see I am reeling in the jaw. And this vise is going to be really useful around the shop, especially for bending wire. And as you guys can see, I was holding pieces of lumber with it to cut away the cross. And as you guys can see, the vise is in good shape. And in case you're particularly wondering what this piece right here is for some of you guys beginners out there, this is something that you can like put a piece of wood on, and then you can tap on it. If you wanted to start a nail in it, you can just put it on this metal piece right here, and then tap on it. If you want to tap a finishing nail into it or something, you can put it right there and start off the hammering away, and then you can put it on another object and hammer it into that. So this is the vise, and you guys might have seen me using my Hyper Tough cordless drill. I apparently lost the charger for it, but then I found it, so it needs a little more power to boost. But as you guys can see, it is ready to go, and I was using this to screw together my pilot screw, and this is the pilot screw I put in here. I prefer to put it in the back because it doesn't look that well in the front. And also it looks better in the back. So that's the Hyper Tough cordless drill. And this is the place where I keep my bits at, like this butterfly bit. And you guys might have seen a couple of these butterfly bits whenever I was making patterns with my drill press. And as you guys can see, the butterfly bits are in excellent shape still, although a little bit rusty, as well as my hole saw and my little chuck key, which I mentioned in the video tips when using the drill press. If you haven't already, check out those two videos. So I got me a little Jansen steam engine here. Unfortunately, I have not got any fuel to run it yet, so once I get some fuel for it, I will be happy to run it for you guys. And over here is my little socket set from Stanley. If you guys ever plan to get a socket set, I would recommend you guys get it from Stanley, because Stanley is truly a great company to get tools from, as well as Hyper Tough, even from Agri Supply, where I got my vise from, and my little drill press, as you guys might have seen in a few other videos. Again, this is a 5-speed drill press. As you can see, there's a little bit of surface rust on it, but a little bit of Scotch-Brite will fix that. And we have not got any electricity in the shop yet, and probably in about a few more days we'll get a few outlets right here for the shop. But in a few more days we'll have some electricity in here. And over here is my little set of bits that you guys might have seen laying about in the shop, and also a little receptacle. This is the box that my vise actually came in, and I also use it as a receptacle if I ever take something apart and I need something to put the parts in. Well, I just put them in this little box right here that I got my vise in. And that's pretty much it on the shop, guys. As you guys can see, it's a little bit untidy. I will tidy that up in just a minute, and in the next episode, I'll promise you guys, it will look twice as better as it does now. So, guys, that's pretty much it about this episode, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And that's pretty much it on the shop, and also on how to make a cross. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I'm not sure how you guys found this video on the internet. I sure hope you didn't find it boring. And I will see you guys on the next episode. And subscribe to the channel if you please.